Alright guys, in this build video, I'm going to be showing you all my Engine Plus CDM build for level 100, and this has been one of my favorite builds to use throughout the entire year, just because it's so much fun to use, and also it is very good. Of course, I think Progressor is probably the most meta option at DM, and Recycler is very good as well, but for what I'm going for with this type of build, where it's a smaller CDM build, and then it has the explosive acceleration type and just very agile, Engine is actually like probably the best archetype for this. And then you get Jockey Plus on Engine, which is extremely nice with Anticipate Plus and Intercept Plus. So like Engine, I believe, gets better overall pace, like max pace, than Progressor and Recycler. And then you can get some pretty good agility, especially with this height and weight. So this build has like 96 agility, I think 96 acceleration, and it's absolutely insane with the Jockey Plus, which y'all will see in the gameplay, combining with like stand tackles, interceptions, slide tackles, all sorts of stuff, just like accelerating like out of a jockey into a sprint. Jockey Plus is crazy on this build. So let's take a look at some highlights of me using it, and then we'll go into the details of this build. Head height.
I was looking for the low driven, trying to copy JMX goal from earlier. Okay.
Ooh, that was insane.
That was
Perfectly
beautiful.
done.
That was the craziest pass I've ever seen.
Power shot from the middle of the field and the pass to him go through.
Good side.
I'm just thinking of ways I can juke the keeper.
Should me,
but
I'm
it's
just gonna switch
fucking
it.
silly.
Bro, that was a driven. Oh, but I thought it was gonna do a lob, so I can't. Fuck.
Fuck.
Nice.
Shoot it. Oh, the
I
entire
don't
game.
know.
They just turned into a 5-back. I'm here.
You got that.
Back to him. Damn, unlucky. Oh my gosh, I'm intercepting everything. Finesse. Goal.
That's it.
Oh yeah. Woo. What a pass.
Oh.
Nah, it was just me trying to shield him.
Probably not very good on the ball. But actually, I don't know. Level 100, you can get some pretty good stats.
Of course, just right into him.
What?
Usually no one.
Do you have to? I don't think you have to run into it though, right? Can't you just like?
No, you kind of.
No. I tried to time that. Dude, my intercept.
Yeah, I meant to. Fuck.
Cut in. Oh, he just wants to be hunted.
Unlucky.
I should have
I
done
got
the
him?
precision. It
No.
took so long to get off, and he actually read it. Ooh.
Bro, we just need simple passes. We keep
Yeah,
fucking
come
long
on.
balling this shit.
Oh my gosh, read like a book.
There's options in the middle. Or not, I guess.
This will be mine in 2.5 seconds. All right.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, check.
No, that's
Wow,
unlucky.
What? That's not unlucky.
What a
Holy
slide.
shit.
You hear me?
I took a big
Oh.
touch.
Nice.
Mhm.
You hear me?
That's tough. Oh, fuck. Nice. Middle. That's great. I was just spamming the hell out of it.
That's
Yo.
crazy.
That's my bad. I dribble into the
I'll stop passing to you, W. I feel like every time I pass it to you.
Oh.
Damn.
Step.
Dang, bad trap.
Damn.
Handball?
He just straight up just zoinked it from him.
These guys.
Okay. He tried to enforce her, just messed him up.
Plant your feet. Bro, I keep getting through.
What?
Is that an X pass?
That was a no. Yeah, that was a driven. I was trying to do a
Oh.
driven. It didn't go.
Had a mess with that guy, but score that. Yeah.
J-Man.
Last chance. We actually just need the tie to not go into
A ginger?
There it is, header.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
we go.
Let's go.
It's a weak
Yeah, I
link.
don't think he's completed a one pass this entire game.
You're on.
What a pass.
Ooh.
What was my little lecture I gave at the beginning of 2 games ago?
you're right. You're right. My bad. My bad.
Ooh.
Oh,
Cookski.
yeah. No, they don't go for a header.
Oh.
Nice.
Get it out, yeah. Nice.
Well, you're gone.
He's gone.
Oh
You
damn.
got it.
Wow.
Just pass it right there if you want.
Let's go.
From Lusky to me. Your boy.
Slide. Oh,
Oh, was that
that looks
Lisk right
juicy
there?
right there. That looks
Look.
juicy right there.
Balding.
Oh,
Lisk. Oh,
Dude,
oh my
that's the
gosh,
first
that guy's
thing.
No
mad.
way, bro. What is that? That animation was sick, and then he still ends up with the damn ball. Come on. So from that gameplay, you should have been able to see what I was talking about with the Jockey Plus on this build, the high agility, acceleration, and the explosive acceleration type. This build is extremely good at winning the ball back, and it's just so quick. You can like pounce on dribblers very fast with this build, with the Jockey Plus, Anticipate Plus, and Intercept Plus. And then the one downside I would say of this build, of course, is the height. Like it's a smaller build. You're not going to be like have a huge physical presence. But also like the 4th playstyle plus, it's just not great. You have to go for like rapid plus. I wouldn't suggest using relentless plus. You definitely do not need that with how stamina works this year. But rapid plus honestly isn't like terrible, but it's of course not ideal. Progressor has like the long ball plus. You can get the same 3 defending playstyles, but you can get long ball plus instead of rapid plus or incisive plus, which is definitely better compared to engine. But rapid, you should have been able to see in some of the gameplay, like it can be pretty helpful. Like you intercept the ball, get a tackle, whatever it may be, and then you can just sprint out of that, and the rapid helps a lot with that. Just like evade pressure maybe, or just carry the ball up the pitch. Let's first go over the perks for engine. So this tracker perk is extremely nice. Jockey near a dribbler in the defensive half for a boost to interceptions, reactions, and ball control. And this perk pops up a lot with the Jockey Plus. And then it's just going to make the interceptions even better. I think interceptions are maxed on engine at 92, but that'll go up to 97 when this perk is activated. The reactions are 94 in this build, so that'll go up to 99 reactions. And then the ball control, I believe, is 89, so that'll go up to 94. So all those attributes are going to help with like intercepting the ball. Then there's the presser perk, which is nice as well. Win the ball in the defensive half to gain a short boost to short passing, vision, and balance. And if we go over to the specializations tab, you'll see the engine plus specialization, and this gives you intercept plus. And then one downside, I guess, of this specialization is the perk. It's definitely not ideal for a DM. I don't know why this perk is on engine plus, the most defensive specialization of engine. It should definitely be switched with like the gadget perk. Like the workhorse perk is a defensive minded perk. That would seem like it makes way more sense on engine plus, and then the raider one would be better on gadget. So you get the raider perk, enter the opponent's box from the middle for a short boost of finishing, shot power, and reactions. And then the unlock criteria for the specialization is you need a minimum of 90 aggression, 92 interceptions, and 90 standing tackle. Then on this attributes tab, you'll see it says the controlled acceleration type, which is incorrect. Like I've already said, this build is explosive, but this page is wrong because it doesn't calculate the height and weight from the body type we have on this build. So it's a shorter build with minimum weight, and we're getting a boost to agility, and then the strength is getting lowered. So this page doesn't calculate that, so that's why it's saying controlled. But once you actually get into a game, this build will be explosive. So right here, you'll notice with the height at 5'8" and the weight at 143 pounds, that this build is getting an attribute effect of +4 acceleration and agility, and then -4 jumping and strength. So with the agility maxed out on engine at 92, we're getting a boost with this height and weight, and that's going to go up to 96 when you get into a game. And then the strength is at 90, and that'll go down 4 to 86. So in order to be explosive, you need to have 10 or more agility than strength on the build. And once you add and subtract the attribute effects, that is 10 exactly. So this build will be explosive once you get into a game. And then with the acceleration maxed out at 92 on engine, this build will have 96 acceleration with the 96 agility, which is crazy with the explosive acceleration type. Just being very quick and changing directions helps a lot with defense, especially like the high agility and of course the acceleration combining with the Jockey Plus on this build. It's so responsive. And then you're losing 4 jumping, so it's just going to be 80 jumping, and then the strength again is going to go down to 86. Let's go over these playstyles. So there's the Jockey Plus, Anticipate Plus, and Intercept Plus, and then you have Rapid Plus for the 4th playstyle plus. The other option would be Relentless Plus, but you definitely do not need that. I would definitely suggest Rapid Plus over Relentless Plus. And then for the silver playstyles, there's Quick Step, Bruiser, Incisive, Tiki Taka, Inventive, Press Proven, First Touch, Technical, and Slide Tackle. This is what I was using for all my games. And then notice at the bottom, the club facility playstyles, we had Pinged and Long Ball while I was using this build. But you can already use Pinged and Long Ball on this build if your club's not going to be using these exact facilities, and you definitely don't need to be using these exact facilities. A bunch of different facilities will work well with this build, or if you're not going to have any facilities on, like if you're playing rush or drop-ins, that is completely fine. I don't base my builds off of facilities. If we look at some other options, like say you want to take off Inventive, you're not going to be doing like Trivella passes, Dinked passes, or Fancy passes. You definitely could go Aerial Fortress just to have a more aerial prowess. That'll help with like being a little shorter. But that will only work in your defensive half. Aerial Fortress does not work in the attacking half. There's Block, I guess, which you could try, but I never really used Block as CDM. I really only use Block at center back. Trickster, I guess, if you want to do the fake shot ball rolls. And then probably the one that I would use if I were to take one off would be Enforcer. Enforcer or Aerial Fortress, I think, are your 2 best options if you wanted to take some of these playstyles off that I have on. Then let me show you all these facilities, but of course you don't need to have these exact ones. So the 3-star low driven drill, +5 balance, +5 vision, and the long ball playstyle. The 3-star passing coach, +5 long pass, +5 short pass, and ping pass. And then the 1-star sports psychologist, +2 aggression and +2 composure. But let me go back here actually. Like say you're not going to have any playstyles from facilities. I would definitely have pinged and long ball on this build. So I would probably suggest taking off like Inventive. If you're not going to be doing a lot of those Inventive type of passes, you could definitely go Pinged instead of Inventive. I would go Pinged first over Long Ball. You don't have to have Long Ball, but if you want it, you could probably take off Slide Tackle, even though that was working very well for me, or like Technical or First Touch. Now on to the attributes page. So 4-star skills is what I went for. I think I've always had 3-star skills for every single level cap I've made with this build. But for level 100, I decided to go for 4-star skills because even as a DM, I kind of like skilling sometimes to create separation and open passing lanes and just evade pressure. But you definitely do not have to go for 4-star skills. That is the max on engine. You could lower it down to 3 if you want, or even 2, I guess, if you're not going to be skilling at all. And then you can put that extra AP really wherever you want. Like you could upgrade the jumping more, the passing stats more. I think dribbling, getting the dribbling up to like 89 to be even with like ball control and composure. You could do that. I think that would be pretty solid. So you have some options. And then I did go for the 5-star weak foot. You also could go for like a 4-star, but I feel like you might as well just go for a 5-star weak foot at level 100. And then 80 stamina, you need this for quick step, very important for this build. And then maxed out aggression, 96. There's the 84 jumping, but remember with the -4 from the height and weight, that's lowering it down to 80. 90 strength. Make sure not to increase the strength anymore, because if you do, this build will be controlled and not explosive, and like the whole point of this build is to be explosive. So that's going to lower it down to 86, which is going to help make this build explosive. And then the max pace, so 92 acceleration, 92 sprint speed, but remember we're getting that +4 from the height and weight, 2 acceleration, and this build will have 96 acceleration. Then at the top, you'll see the max agility, and that will also be boosted to 96 because of the height and weight. And then 92 balance, which is maxed, 94 reactions, and with that that jockey perk, that first perk on engine, you will have 99 reactions when that perk is activated, which will happen a lot. And the ball control will go up with that perk as well. So 89 ball control, but that could go up to 94, 87 dribbling, 89 composure, and over to passing, there's 89 vision, short pass, long passing, so pretty solid passing attributes, and then 80 curve. Then lastly, for the defending section, max interceptions is 92. That's 92 on engine. And I went for 94 defensive awareness, and then max stand tackle, which is 92. And then the last upgrade is slide tackle to get it up to 80. Then here is the attributes with the club facility boost on. So +5 to vision, short pass, and long pass for 94 on all those. then +5 to balance for 97, and then +2 to composure for 91, and then +2 to aggression for 98. So that wraps up this video for my level 100 CDM build, and it's one of the most enjoyable builds I've used all year. So let me know in the comments what you think of this build, and give it a try. Hit that like button on this video for me, and make sure you are subbed to the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one.